Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we are continuing our monthly reads for signs. And so we are going to get our signs and then we're going to get a rune to help us, guide us on your reading, okay? So today we're going to start out with, who's going first today? Taurus. So this is for Taurus. Taurus, let's see what rune is calling you. You guys have this one like this. I think it goes like that. Yeah. Now, Otella, Otella. I think it's Otella. It is all about tradition and cultural wisdom that's passed down. Kind of, you don't need to know everything, but it's like things that have been passed down to you, and it's also could be about an inheritance as well. It could be about home. It's really ancestors. So it has a lot of that heritage and tradition to it. So it's so this could be something about your past life. This could be something about an inheritance. This could be something about that's something you're learning that's being passed down from generations of people in your family. This, we'll see. We'll get the tarot. So definitely we're going to go with the ancestors cards on that one. And okay, I know. Yes. I know what tarot I'm going to get for you. I'm actually going to start off with this to see what your ancestors want to come to the table first. And we're going to use this deck right here. So I'm called to look at this. Look at this one at the bottom. So there might be fighting about this right now. If you kind of see, this is the Five of Wands. This is at the very bottom of the deck. So there could be some fighting about this. Fighting, maybe the fight could be within yourself. It could be amongst family of this. So, but let's see what your ancestors want you to know what this is. What is this about? This strong. Okay. Take the top one and tell me. Well, there's two, and this one's going to be, so there's actually three. This one right here is going to be for the end of your reading. I'm not going to look at it. I'm just going to put it to the side here. And then, but I'm going to tell you what the, so you have nature spirits. It says the elves, fairies, rock formations. And then you also have go after your goals. Persist, encourage, advance. So I feel like this is more of the wisdom being passed down to you. So you could have connections to like fairies or any of the nature spirits, the elements definitely, and going after your goals. So if you had something planned where you wanted to go after that, if you wanted to do something, it is saying go after it. Keep fighting that. Again, that five of wands. That five of wands is fight for it. Fight for what you want. Fight for your goals and what you want to do. Okay. Also, maybe calling on the elements to help you. One that's really big here, as you can kind of see, I would say you are a Taurus sign. So this earth, because you got to see all the plants there, but also making sure you're going with the flow and calling on, you could be calling on the water spirits. Yamaya, that just came to mind. I don't know why she came to mind, but she did. Anything like that. Maybe even rock golems, rock formations. I don't know why rock golem. I have myself a rock golem. It's very protective too. So what do you need me to tell Taurus? Okay. Oh my god, right now I'm hearing, it's interesting because I'm hearing I'm hearing you're reading in my head like a story, kind of. Um, wow. One more. Ooh, ooh! I never noticed that in that card before. Dang, you. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I didn't know. I'll show you in a minute what I never noticed. Okay, here is what I. Okay, so with this Ten of Wands, I'm hearing you've been carrying a lot of stuff on your own, and you feel like everything has been. You've been doing this on your own. That there hasn't been any help. That no one's been there for you. Um, that this has been an independent effort, and you sometimes you feel like you're fighting against yourself, that your pack is not with you, that you're doing this alone. And it's interesting that the Five of Swords is here, but you have these. He's holding two swords because I did get the Two of Swords. It's the last card I got. So dropping those other, you're looking, if you look, you're looking back at these other swords, and you're thinking, thinking, did you make the right decision? Did you see the truth of letting these things go, these these beliefs, these thoughts, these truths, this knowledge, those words. The swords can be so many things that we play out in our life, but as we know, the swords are truths, are words. Um, they can be very stabbing. So swords can be multiple things. But so you're asking yourself, am I making the right decision for me and my family, or me and my future, and your pack? Because if you look, the pack is looking back at you. Um, and I don't know why, but I'm not feeling like you're defending yourself from this pack. I'm feeling like, and if you, I know this deck, and I know this deck, and I know in another one he's sitting there with wolves, like his pack. So if you look, he's not fighting. This is his pack. He's fighting something. The pack is looking back, and he's looking back too, and he's like, you're gonna fight for what you love. You're gonna fight for your family. You're gonna fight for things, and you're gonna fight for what you want. But it's been very hard, and you feel like you've been doing this on your own, and you're being in this. What I never noticed with this card, this Two of Wands, if you look, his hand is tied to one way and his foot's tied to another. And if you look, his foot, you know how people say, you got to take you need to get your foot out the door, so that door can close and you can move on. But for some reason, and that foot is in the past, and this hand is in the future. So it's like part of you're looking back at the past, and you're getting messages from the past. And this could be people from past lives. I don't know my camera. It could be the sun. It could be you're getting messages, because if you're looking, you can see that he is communicating there with the little bird. So it's kind of like you're tied to the past, and it's something has you in the past is you haven't let go of. You're still tied to it. It hasn't been released. Cords you still need to cut cords to that. So maybe you need to get the message or the lesson. It's a lesson as a message. It's something that you're not getting, and that's the reason why you're still stuck right there to the past. I want to say a cord cutting. You might want to try to cut the cords, and you may have tried to cut the cords, but there's something still that's there. And if, oh my gosh, I'm noticing a lot of things on this that I've never noticed before. If you look right there on his sleeve, he has a balance of the yin and yang symbol. Yeah, and so he has to bring balance with his past and his future. You can be he or she, doesn't matter. I'm just using the terms of what I see on the card, okay? Um, so it's saying that you need to find balance with the past, or you're something in the past that you are going to have to work out before you can move forward, before you can go forward. And we know what comes after the two is the three. You've made the plans to go forward, and you know that your destiny, your fate has been set too. With that, it is ready to go. It's all about a two of swords. You've got those two swords now. So since you have this two swords now, if you look, oh my gosh, on her shirt, I'm noticing this a lot. You have to make sure this. It's like you finally when you finally step into your power of who you are, and you can see, because she don't got no blindfold on. Usually, the two of swords, that person has a blindfold on. When you can see the direction you need to go in, you will be able to go in the direction you need to go in. You'll start seeing when you accept the past for what it is and accept some things as they are, and you will move towards the future like you need to. But it's saying go after this, keep on going after this, fight for it. Get what you need to get from the past, release what you need to release, maybe even trying to do a cord cutting, and but recognizing and finding balance in that. Because your situation is all about finding balance, because it feels like you have been doing this alone, and just to tell you, you're not. And the interesting thing is I forgot to tell you guys, Taurus, I'm so sorry. It's like almost at the end of your reading, but this is for what's going to be coming forward for you for the coming months. So if you're presently watching this is for November. But if you're watching this in May, it will be for June, right? Okay. So, yes. Your end card says, this is what you need to know. It says, enjoy new beginnings. So what is upon us? We are in autumn right now. We're in fall. If you look at this picture, what is this? Winter. This is winter time. So you're going to get new beginnings, and it says enjoy new beginnings. Celebrate, socialize, change, and this is going to happen for you in the winter time. These enjoy new beginnings. So these new beginnings. So it seems like you're getting through this right now, that you're going to go through this process. And winter is so upon us. Winter happens at official winter is in December. So this month in November, I think you're just going to be doing a lot of that, seeing things, cutting down things that no longer serve you, and moving in the direction you want to move in. And by the time winter comes, by the time December comes, you're going to have your new beginning. Totally. And you're gonna, and if you look at it, you're gonna move in it quickly. You're gonna be totally guided into battle. I like how a lot of your pictures are are battling for what you want. Like you have people in the spiritual realm battling to get you where you need to go. If you look at your nature spirits, they're calmly behind you, but they don't. I'm like, I wouldn't mess with earth, or I wouldn't mess with any of the elements, because if when they come together, they can just like they provide for us, they can also be dangerous as well. Like for instance, the earth can cause earthquakes. It can cause mudslides. It can crack open and swallow you in. The water, you get a hurricane in the water, you can get sucked up in a typhoon, water flooding, water can be dangerous too, fire as well, air as well. All of those can work and with those nature spirits, and bring change into your life and battle for you. And as long as you're battling for yourself and you're moving towards your goals and the things you want, you have support. You might not, it might not feel like it with this Ten of Wands. It feels like it's a burden and you're carrying a lot and you're trying to do a lot. And you're just like, oh my gosh, am I going to ever get there? And you're just fighting. And then you finally find some direction. here. It's like you finally throw down what no longer serves you, and you got to stop with some of these things. You're like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this. I got to let that go. And maybe that's a moment when you take and you start to listen to your guides, and you start to sit out in nature, and you listen, and you ground, and you reflect on the past, and it brings that blindfold off, and you surely see the direction you need to go in, and you start to get to go in the direction you want to. And I feel like that's going to start to happen for you in December, this new beginning for you. So actually, I would love to know. So come back, and because since this is, come back in the December reading and tell me if that new beginning has started taking place. I would love to hear that, Taurus. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. You can like, share, comment, or subscribe. Have a wonderful, wonderful month. Bye. Where is my...